Hello again everyone and welcome back to Skyblock News. Today we have some pretty major buffs to the Harvest Feast events, and before we begin make sure to like and subscribe, use code RAIL on the Hypixel store for 5% off your order, and without any further ado, let's get started. So the biggest change here is related to pests. If you end up killing a pest and it drops a rare item, you'll notice that it's now Overbloom that scales the drop rates of rare crops from pests, instead of farming fortune. This applies to all non-guaranteed drops. They've also doubled the drop rate of everything associated with pests because of this change in the different scaling, so the numbers shouldn't be too different before and after. Also note that this applies for every single drop, not just stuff below a 5% drop rate, so the scaling works the entire way. They've also changed the drop rate from Sunset 1. It's now 35%, as its drop rate can now scale when it couldn't before. They've also made a change to the stats description. If you go over to Overbloom, Overbloom increases your chances of dropping rare crops from farming or vacuuming pests. And here are all of the pest drops affected by Overbloom. As part of this update, pests now have a 15% chance to drop their crop's feast rare crop if it is in season, and field mice have a 30% chance to drop one of the in-season crop's rare crop at random. Once again, this is affected by Overbloom. They've also made a few changes here to some of the attributes in the game. Notably, if you look at Crop Bug, it grants you up to 10 Overbloom, which increases your chance of dropping rare crops. They've also made another change to the Pest Luck attribute. As you can see, it grants you 20 Overbloom towards pests. Hedgehog pets now give plus 35 Overbloom towards pests. The commemorative mason jars that you would get from the event are now co-op soulbound rather than fully soulbound. This is really good, you can now place them on your island, and they've reduced the health of Zombuddies from 20 to 5. Remba Quaglet is in shambles over this change. Finally, there was a pretty nice Blaze Slayer related fix. They have fixed Crimson Armor's swipe attacks, sometimes dealing the incorrect amount of damage to the Inferno Demon Lord. This was making bosses a whole lot worse, and it is now resolved. Wrapping up here, the changes to the Harvest Feast event are extremely significant and should lead to the amount of time needed to max the event coming way down. Would love to hear your thoughts about all of the changes today, and look to the future, fellas. I'll see you then.